Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing okay. So I'm going to do another makeup of the day video and just a quick explanation as to why I do these. And I say quick, it won't be quick. It'll be as quick as possible. These videos will usually probably be about 5 to 10 minutes long because I usually won't ramble. I will try not to anyway, but I used to watch makeup of the day videos and outfit of the day videos back in the day. And I really think that if people started making these again, they would do really well, considering tutorials and get ready with me videos don't do well anymore. Okay, and that is because once you learn to do your makeup, you have no interest in sitting for 15 minutes watching somebody put on makeup. But I think that similar to like shop my stash videos, talking about the makeup that you are using and how you are using it would be helpful because we all have huge makeup collections. And when you have a huge makeup collection, it can be overwhelming, especially when you have like huge palettes or lots of different eyeshadows. Like you end up getting stuck in a rut. Don't lie, I know you do. You have 30 palettes and you pick 2 colors out of each of those palettes and you use them and you get overwhelmed by your makeup. So we're done with that. We're gonna use up our stuff, okay? I'm not doing these videos to make you want to go out and buy what I'm using. It is if you have the product, pull it out and use it up. Or to inspire you to use something as similar as possible if you like how my makeup turned out. And I'll throw like little tips in occasionally if I found something that works really well. Like today I have a good tip. And that is why I wanna do these. Plus, for myself, this is kind of like a vlog. This is for me to look back on to remember how I was using these products if I really liked how it looked, or just to see like how my makeup style has changed. Like I go back to my old YouTube channel that I can still log into. All of my videos are privated, but it's very interesting to see that I used to use the electric palette all the time. And boy, was that a time for me to use those really bright eyeshadows constantly. So it's a cool thing for me to look back on. And like I said, I think that these videos, I want people to start doing these. I don't want to be the only person doing these because I love to watch them. So if you start doing makeup of the day videos, please let me know so that I can watch them because I find them so interesting and I want this to come back. So if I want something to come back, I gotta do it myself. And that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So the first thing I did was I went in with my favorite primer of all time. I'm still trying to use this up. It's probably about down to here. This is the Faced Hangover Rx. Nobody talks about this anymore, which, you know, is all over the place, but that is the community that we're in. People stop using things that they love, and I'm tired of that. So I'm using this up, and I love this product. If you still have this, use it. If you have dry skin, it's amazing. Then I actually did not start using this foundation until this year. I have to find the right shade that I'm using. I have 2 different shades. This is the MAC Studio Fluid, Fix Fluid, and I did not think that I could get away with wearing this because I have dry skin. Turns out this is basically just a cream foundation in a pump bottle. It's very thick, and as you can see, it dries down to a demi matte, but with all of my skincare and my primer being quite glowy, this actually looks really healthy on my skin. My skin looks like skin when I use it. I only use 1 pump, and currently I'm using shade NC15. This is the shade that I found matches me the best. They have a huge range of foundation colors, so it might take me a little while to get the exact perfect match for myself, but I don't think this one looks bad, and I really enjoy it. Then a product I'm trying to use up is the MAC Studio Fix Concealer in NC15 as well, and I just put this under my eyes a little bit. This is a pretty thick concealer. It's great for blemishes, but I also think that because it's so creamy, it doesn't like crease up under my eyes, which I really appreciate. The little tip that I wanted to say is if you are fair, I don't know, I've never tried this on a deeper complexion for weddings. I always have like a foundation palette that I use on different skin tones. I use the RCMA foundation palettes on jobs. So I've never had to attempt this, but for myself, I have found that whenever I use these like under eye circle correctors on redness around my nose, they completely diminish the redness around my nose. So if you want a double use for these products, do that, because there's no redness around my nose, and I really, like, it's all because of this product. This is the only thing I used around my nose. It's amazing. By the way, it is the NYX Dark Circle Corrector, but a million brands make these, so if you have any, just try it. All right, so that's everything for base. Always, my brows will be the same. I will mention it quickly, but just know that I don't use anything else on my brows. So I have this little MAC palette with Omega, Cork, Espresso, and Brun, I think. And I just kind of mix and match these, whatever I'm feeling for my eyebrows that day. This one I don't use too often, but I don't highlight my hair all the time, so when it tends to get a little darker, I will go back to this one. But these three, I just mix and match, and I play with them, and I use them in my eyebrows. And then I fill in extra sparse areas in the tail of my brows with MAC Fling Eyebrow Pencil. And then I always set it with the MAC Fiber Gel Brow Mascara. If you have not tried this one and you need a new brow product, I would give this one a shot. Don't just go out and buy it, but if you need a new brow product, this one's a really good one. No. 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 Oh, that's obnoxious. I'm not going to edit that out. So anyway, what was I at? Face stuff. All right. Again, I'm working on finishing this up. This is the original Soleil Tan de Chanel from Chanel, and I'm using a ton of this. I like this because it's like a cream to powder finish, so it really does not budge. It's amazing. And then again, I am so ready for this to be done. This is the MAC Refined Golden Bronzer. I think I'm going to repress this tonight. I've gone too long without repressing it, so I'm just going to do that. And then the blush that I have been on and off using a ton is the Clinique Pansy Pop. You guys know that this was technically in a project pan. Don't think I stopped using it. I am still using it. It's a fantastic lavender blush on fair complexions. So another tip, I went in this with this really heavy on the back of my cheeks because you really can get away with wearing a ton of this product. It is not super pigmented, and it's also already a really light color anyway. So like I said, I went in really heavy on the back of my cheeks. And then, if you guys are familiar with the ambient lighting powders from Hourglass, there's a product that was that product before that product was ever born. This is the MAC MSF and Lightscapade. I have Hourglass Ethereal Light, and I will move on to that once I'm done with this. But if you're an OG to my channel, you've heard me say that I do this before. I take this product, and as you can see, it used to be domed. It is no longer domed. I take a paddle brush, and once I have, oh, I didn't talk about this really quick. This is Nars Copacabana Cream Multiple. It is a beautiful, like, oyster pearl highlight color, and I put that on the top of my cheeks. And if I'm not using a powder highlight, then this is how I use this product. Once everything is on my cheeks, I go in with the paddle brush and I tip like this, and then I make sure that it's really wide, and I go over my whole cheek area with this product and then in the center of my forehead, just to give my face a lot of light and what I like to call an angelic glow. I think it looks really pretty. All right, and then as far as, we'll just move on to eyes. I went in with I'm actually going to talk about this because I think this is important. This is my favorite eye primer of all time. The only two that I ever use are the Nars Smudge Proof and the MAC 24 Hour Base. This one is kind of silicone-y, so it just keeps your eyeshadows on, and it keeps the oils at bay on your eyelids, and this one does the same thing. They're both very slick feeling, so that's why I like them both equally. And then I went in with Tom Ford Opal Cream Eyeshadow. I love this because it really blends in with my eyelids and leaves the most sophisticated shine on my eyelids. And I actually did swatch it. It is here. I just love this color so much. And then I went in over my eyelid with MAC Vex. I was really glad to see that this color has not been discontinued. This is one of my favorite MAC eyeshadows. I think it's the most unique, one of the most unique eyeshadows that MAC has ever created. It is a gray color with pink and green shift to it, but it's so light. And this is the swatch of it here. You can see that shift really well. And then I went in to the crease with Malt. This is exactly the shade of a malted milk malted milk ball. As you can see, I have a huge dip in this one as well. And I just warmed up my crease, and because even though this looks really pale and like it's nothing, a lot of MAC eyeshadows are like that. It looks boring, but once you get it on the eye, it really does your eye some favors. And I just put that in my upper crease, and I love how that turned out. And then I deepened my crease and my lower lash line with Quarry. I actually just bought this color about 6 months ago, and I can't believe I didn't own this one of all of them. It shocks me, but to be fair, the more I use it, the more I realize I simply didn't need it. I have colors like that in my entire collection. It's a great MAC eyeshadow, but it is not necessarily unique. And then I took a play out of Jaclyn Hill's book, and I took Shroom on my eyebrow bone right here. And I know that this is a dated look. I don't care. I like how it looks. So I used that today, and this is Shroom swatched. It looks like it wouldn't be as eye-catching as it is when you swatch it or when it's in the pan, but once you get it in the area of an eye that catches the light, then you notice the reflection is beautiful. All right, and then I took MAC Black Track Fluid Line. I only have a little bit left up in that little corner, and I'm trying to finish this up. And just to get my wings really sharp and where they won't wear off, I took MAC Liquid Last Liner. And I use this on a fine liner brush because I don't feel like I get control with this brush tip. But I just like fill in my wing with this. And then on my waterline, I took a nude eye kohl from Charlotte Tilbury. I will say I've used the Rimmel one. The Rimmel one was really popular back in the day. It never really stayed on my waterline, and then I found one from Cargo in their Swimmables eyeliner line. That one stayed on my liner. That one stayed on my waterline really well, but I lost it. And so I was already purchasing some stuff from Charlotte Tilbury when I was shopping too much, and I bought this one, and it is really good as well. But the Cargo one is the one that I actually recommend the most of any nude liner I've ever tried in my life. It did not budge. It was amazing. It was super opaque. I loved that a lot. And then mascara is the same. I have no idea where I put it. Clinique High Impact Mascara. And then for lips, I am trying to finish up this Estee Lauder liner, double wear liner in Nude. And that is a swatch of it here. It is a great nude liner. These remind me a lot of MAC lip liners in that they are a little bit drier, but they don't move. Once you put them on, they stay there all day long. And then I was going to wear MAC Angel because, as you can see, I love the crap out of this lipstick still to this day. Yes, I am one of those people. I love MAC Angel so much. But then I remembered in the only haul video that I posted that I purchased Urban Decay Native. And so I ended up wearing this. But then I was like, those look really similar. So I swatched them side by side. They're pretty much exactly the same. So I had no business buying the Urban Decay one. And this is why we don't shop anymore. This is why we just use up the stuff that we have, because guaranteed you have a dupe of everything that you like in your collection as it is. And this is why I do these videos. This is why I'm doing this. Nail polish. I was really inspired by a girl wearing an emerald green nail polish, so I pulled this one out. This is Borghese Pistachio. I'm only telling you this in case you might have this under your bathroom sink because it belonged to your mom or something like that. This is a 3-coater. It is not a good formula. I don't think this exists anymore, but once you put on the 3 coats, it actually looks beautiful. And because it's a thin nail polish, it doesn't get goopy on the nails, and it dried really fast. So if you have it and you're in the mood for a green, wear it. Don't go looking for it though, because it's trash. It's not trash. It's just not it's not worth hunting down, okay? Just use what you have. This is Ice Lucky Charming, and I think that this one still exists, and that's what's on my ring finger. So I'm glad that I took inspiration from another girl wearing a nail polish and I pulled out what I had. This is, again, why I'm making these videos, because you just never know. You just never know what you'll be in the mood for, what you'll want to wear, and how you'll want to wear it. And this is a close-up of my makeup. I like how subtle it is, I like how it turned out, and I like the products that I used. So if you have these products, pull them out, use them again. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! My clicky pen always stops working.